Hey, it's the movie guy. Out of theater reaction. Disney's Snow White.
What's up, everybody? It's the movie guy. Okay, so movie two today that I did the double feature with my daughter. This is a non spoiler, by the way. I watched Disney Snow White, and I don't think it is as bad as people say it is online. I love the original 1937 Snow White. I always loved that when I was growing up. Loved that animated Disney movie. Rachel Ziegler, I thought, did a pretty decent job as Snow White. I don't know why she's getting so much hate online. I just don't understand it. But I think this was the second movie I saw her in. The first movie was Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Games prequel. But I don't think I saw her in anything else before that movie. I thought Gail Gadot was awesome as the Queen. Her costume was so dead on. I thought her performance was really good. I was just like, oh my god, that's the Queen from the original Snow White being in live action. Like that, I thought that was great. I thought some of the side characters were kind of dumb a little bit. I joked with my daughter. I said when they sing a song, I was like, oh my god, it's just like Joker 2. Let's stop the movie and let's sing a song. But like I said, I knew going into this movie there was going to be songs in this movie. It's like that in every live action movie. And I am not a big turning animated movie into live action. I'm not a really big fan of that. But anyways, the dwarves looked. I wasn't a big fan. I don't know why they didn't just CGI. The original dwarves looked from the 1937 Snow White. I think it would have been so much better. I mean, I've always been a Grumpy fan, and I thought Grumpy looked kind of cool. But I joke with my daughter during the hi ho singing. Like I was just like thinking of Gremlins when Billy is like going to the theater and he's like, they're watching Snow White and they're loving it. And when the Gremlin's like, ha ho, out there we go. I love that. I love that scene in Gremlins, and I was just like laughing. I just kept thinking of that movie watching this. But anyway, yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as people made it seem to be. I give it a 5 out of 10. I thought it was okay, but it's like borderline okay. Because if my point system, like 3 to 4 is bad. So if this is a 4.9 would be bad. So like I said, it was borderline okay, but they could have done so many more things different. Oh, I gotta say real quick too, I almost forgot. The Queen's death in this is different from the 1937 movie. So I don't know, like I've never read Snow White, so I don't know if the her death in this movie is different or the same from the book. But I don't know. I was waiting for the 1937 Queen's death where the seven dwarfs is chasing her up the cliff, and then she gets to the edge and the lightning bolt strikes the edge of the cliff and then she falls over. I was waiting that for that for I was waiting for that to happen in this movie, but when it didn't, I was just like, are they changing the ending? But like I said, it was a 5 out of 10. I thought it was okay. I don't think it was as bad as people say it was, but it wasn't great and it wasn't good. But you know what? I kind of, in parts, I enjoyed myself a little bit. But anyway, that's just my quick thoughts on Disney Snow White. Hopefully, everybody has a great night. I'll talk to you later.